and contributions can...
Andrew, we still have with us on the line Mr. Henry Shield, a former member of the PDP and head of Mission, Leadership and Accountability Initiative. Mr. Shield, thank you for staying on the line for us. Hello, Mr. Shield.
Thank you so much for having
All right,
me.
thank you. All right, for those who are listening, I'm sure you have questions that you'd want to ask and contributions you want to make. The number to call is 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0002. Of course, you can also call 0817 923 0003. We'll take your messages on Facebook as well. We are live at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, and then on YouTube it is Nigeria Info PH. Now, Mr. Shield, quickly before we go over to the phone lines and take comments from the listener, I told you before the break that, well, some of the things you said could be likened to what was said by former Transportation Minister Chibike Amechi when he visited the state to come establish the ADC leadership in Rivers State. And you have also pointed out some of the things he said about the people rising up and the leaders in the state fighting back and rising up for what is standing against what is wrong and so on and so forth. But my major concern or focus now would be on this. In the midst of all of that, to say that is one thing. There are those that have said, you were a member of the PDP. What did you do while you were there when things were going south?
Okay, that's a very good question. The question should have been, why did I resign from the party?
Okay.
What did I do? I was not an NWC member. I was not a member of the NWC. I was not a member of the decision-making body of the party. In my only two corner, I was able to sit down after the election was lost in 2015 and gathered a lot of cerebral people from around the world, We had this online engagement for several weeks, and we came up with a strategic document. That strategy document was officially submitted to the PDP leadership then under Secondus, given to all members, submitted to national chairman, national deputy chairman, national vice chairman. Everybody in the NWC got our strategy document that said, okay, this is what we have seen, this is our observation, and this is our recommendation. We not only highlighted the problems and everything, we preferred solutions. We said, okay, this is what needs to be done. They need to engage the public, engage the government. You cannot, press releases was what PDP did for 8 years of Buhari's government. Press release. That was their only way of opposition. And it was, even up to today, it is a failed strategy for any opposition in Nigeria's kind of democracy. We wrote to them and everything. Do you know, nobody in the NWC responded. The only one who responded was, okay, now Senator Obundu, who was then the National Organizing Secretary. We called and said, okay, he was going to set up a committee to look at it. Because, see, dealing with the APC requires practical strategy, practical things to be done. This is the way you do it 1 month. This is what you do in 3 months. This is what you do in 2 weeks. This is what you do in 6 months. This is how you engage. This is what you do. All these things were clearly spelled out. I resigned because I didn't see the party desirous. Everybody was just about, okay, how much is coming in from nomination funds, from the governors. I'm not interested in 1 kobo of whatever is coming. I don't understand.
But there are those that will argue that that might not be entirely true, because maybe at the time you were in good terms with the FCT minister while he was governor, there was no way you must not have benefited a thing or two. And maybe now that you are sounding this way, there are those that would say, oh, it's because you're no longer in good terms, or maybe he's not carrying you along, in quote, as they say in the politics of Nigeria.
Let me tell you one very, I don't know if it's a good truth or a sad truth. Okay? When I came when I had myself transported from Abuja to Rivers, do you understand? We didn't get any flight tickets for the 2016 rerun election. I called my driver. They were surprised. I said, let's go by road. The guy was road. 6 hours, 9 hours, 11 hours of the road. I said, let's go. It is important that we make a statement and defend the democracy with Wike in Rivers. I drove all the way from Abuja through Asaba, through Edo, Asaba, Anambra to Rivers. Please, I am asking anybody today to call Nyeso Wike and ask him if I asked for ₦1 for that sacrifice. Oh, maybe I benefited from him before and now I'm no longer benefited. They should show one place I have ever gotten one cup, ever requested one cup from Wike. Yes, Nigeria is a place where for you to do something, you must ask for something. I'm sorry. And that's why my family is not happy that I'm in politics. You understand what I'm saying? I am daring anybody. I am on live radio. I'm daring anybody, living or dead, to say that, Wike gave you 1,000 naira. Don't say 1 million or 100 million or 10 billion. To say that Wike, as governor of Rivers, and Shield, Wike gave you 1,000 naira for coming. Please call me back today, tomorrow, next year, next month. If anybody can come out and say, when you came, it was because of money that you came.
All right, that will be our cue to go to the phone lines. Let's hear what's...
No, hold on. Let me
okay.
Right? Now, we went to Rivers. We confronted these guys. We exposed, even when they were trying to bring money through a plane and everything, we fought the battle. I was not the only one. I'm not taking glory. I don't need anything from government or anybody. I was there with a whole lot of comrades. Ifiemi Andrew was there, a whole lot of people. Shola Kuti was there. We came because we believed in democracy and we were ready to fight. Call any of these people. I don't know, me, nobody gave me a kobo. So if anybody collected money, well, fine, that's their business. For me, I stood with Wike when he stood for democracy and what was right. And I will fight him now till death. Till death. No matter what they bring or whatever accusation and everything, blah, 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 I've received. See, since my last interview on Mike on podcast, I've received calls from so many people. Quarters I never knew had my number. I've all been, blah, 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 everything. I am daring it. All they have said is, what you are saying about this man is true. What you are doing is true. We love what you are doing. Nobody has said, Wike said he gave you money. Tell Wike, call me. I will send Wike's number to you. You, now, call him and say, as Shield, have you ever given Shield 1 kobo? Or has Shield ever demanded for 1 kobo from you? We are going,
all right, let's take a few calls. Let's take a few calls now, Mr. Shield. Let's hear what the listener has to say. We'll start in Noah. Matthias, good morning. Okay, we lost the call from Matthias in Port Harcourt. Obed, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
All right, Obed, go on.
Andrew, your guest has spoken extensively. I must say that he has a point, seriously, particularly when he made mention of prominent people in River State and the rest of them. I concur with him on that very area because it's as if River State does not have prominent men who will come out and speak. Like the last time Rotimi Amechi came, after he made that statement and he left, we didn't hear from him anymore. And that is a bad kind of politics I normally play that I don't even go with him. You understand? But on the issue of Governor Sin, when he talked about governor being, how governor is being treated, the governor, he must understand that some of us came out to protest the last time when we were tear gas. You understand? The governor was the one who stood and said, people that are protesting, if they have asked him that he's interested to go back there as governor, that was how he dampened morale of all of us who were actually protesting, even the women who were protesting, on how he was suspended and the rest of them. So you must know that. So these are the things. So all of us are not happy in Rivers State. Me particularly, I'm not happy in what is happening in Rivers State. It's as if Rivers State is owned by an individual. But all this was orchestrated by the president, who actually listened to his minister after he was lied, and he went and declared a state of emergency. And that's why Rivers State today is not where other states is. Other states are benefiting. Other states are coming up with innovation. The governor of those states are coming up with innovation to better the lot of citizens in those states. But here in Rivers State, we are stagnated because of power also. So I concur with everything you have said. But that Rivers people have somebody. I am here. I am speaking. The rest of us, like other people like me, we are speaking and we continue to speak.
All right, Obed. Gifting Yenegua, quickly, good morning.
Yeah, thank you. Ifiemi Andrew, I take exception to the word cowards and insane. If he understands democracy, he will not use those type of language and words. I take exception to that. It is very wrong and bad. If now I use the word that himself is a coward, how will he feel? Will he take it? But let me put the record straight. He was asking who is the strong man of APC. Let me tell him, the people who voted are the strong men. And one of them, who is the head, who went to court, Sashi Stony Okosha. That was what Wike said in his interview, when they said he does not have the power to go into any other local government outside his own local government. In fact, they went as far as using the word, you have just one vote. So why is he asking of a strong man? The same person who is kicking against this very system is asking who is the strong man. Shifton Okosha is the strong man. The local government that APC won, those guys are the strong women and strong men. People should calm down. Don't use the word people are insane, Rivers people are cowards. I'm a Rivers man, a bona fide one in that matter. I love Rivers State, I love Nigeria. I'm not a coward because I'm supporting Ezebonyi to Wike, or you expect people to go and fight. Do you know that a police officer was killed in Omoma because of this matter? A private security guy was killed because of this matter. Then local governments were burnt down, and you are calling people cowards. Why are you behaving like that? And you are speaking in the public. Stop what you are doing.
All right, Muriel Idokrika, good morning.
Thank you. Ifiemi, good morning.
You're welcome.
This is Africa woman. Well, I'll quickly talk about Rivers State and the PDP. Look, let me start with the PDP. I like the fact that the guest is presenting himself as maybe one of the saintly figures in PDP, but I would like to blame him as well for all that is happening in the PDP. Because he's part of those that left the PDP and ran away instead of staying there to fix it, instead of staying there to expel the person that is causing the FCC minister. He ran away. He left the PDP. So whatever that is happening in the PDP now and what will happen to it in the future, he should take responsibility as well. Now for Rivers State, Ifiemi, I'm asked one day on radio, I said, are there still men in Rivers State? Whatever that is happening in Rivers State is the president that is causing it. I said it again. I said, what is happening in Rivers State? What the president is doing in this state, he cannot try it in any northern state. Because the youth will not even wait for the elders. The youth will rise and ensure that nobody, as soon as misreasons will not come to their state. I will speak grammar. I'm just still men of Krika. I'm just still men of thinking that what the minister is doing
All right, Muriel. That's how much we can take. Unfortunately, time will not allow us. Mr. Shield, quickly, as we get your response and wrap up, you just also respond to this: the emergency rule in the state winding down, and the sole administrator possibly should be preparing to leave office, and the governor returning. What's your reaction to it?
See, let me first of all appreciate the people that called. See, this is the anger I want to see. Don't direct your anger.
Stay with us.
I'm not from River State, but this is the anger. This is the zeal I want to see. How can one man be determining the fate of a state? This is the Rivers people that I used to know. These are the warriors. So for everybody who call, whether you attacked me, whether you commended me, it doesn't matter. I'm not from your state. I'm only for the good of your state. Thank you.
All right.
All right. As for the sole administrator winding down and everything, let me say it clearly. Let me say it clearly for everyone to hear me. That sole administrator should never have happened to Rivers. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Shield, thank you very much for being a part of the conversation, and have a great day. We'll continue to keep in touch.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Oh, there you have it on the Morning Crossfire today. Hello, Port Harcourt is next. Jude is already standing by. Remember, you can listen to the whole conversation. Watch all over again on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. And very important, with just 500 naira, you can also be a part of the one play and stand a chance to win as low as 20,000 to as much as ₦1,000,000 naira. All you need to do is dial *347 *880 *6 # with just 500 naira, and you can play. That's our own way of giving back. My name is Ifiemi Andrew. Good morning.
Get ready. Something powerful is about to shake this.